Hey, good evening. I hope you're doing well and that you've had a great day. I'm Jennifer Williams, and I'm a Young Living independent distributor. And I wanted to come to you today and talk to you about skincare products. And I'm not going to really be sharing with you about Young Living skincare products today, although they are amazing and I absolutely love them. What I want to talk to you about is, have you ever evaluated and looked at what the chemical content is of your skincare products? I never really considered looking at labels when it came to skincare products. It wasn't something that ever crossed my mind. And over the last couple years, as our family has begun this journey of becoming healthier, it's something that was brought to my attention that I probably should look at. And so as I began doing my research, and reading the labels of my products and learning what the different chemicals, what kind of chemicals they were and what they did, I became increasingly more alarmed at the amount of chemicals I had in my home and the amount of potential harm I was doing my children as well as my body by using them. Now, I will say this as we begin. This has been a journey for us, and one step at a time. And I encourage you, as I give you this information, to view this and take this information and take what you can use and apply it to your life. And so that may be starting one product at a time. But what I'm going to share with you today is why you should be reading your labels. What chemicals are most commonly used in skincare products that you should be concerned about, and hopefully give you some resources on learning about how to identify those hazardous chemicals. Okay, so the first thing I want to read you are some statistics, and so I probably will use my notes for this because I don't have them memorized, but I want you to be aware of this information. So the first one that I have for you was really startling when I heard this, and I heard this at Young Living Beauty School, but it said, cancer and health risk experts just concluded reviews that indicate mainstream cosmetics and personal hygiene products pose the highest cancer risk exposure to the general public, higher than smoking. Okay, and that statistic came from the Cancer Prevention Coalition Press, and that was released in 2002. Okay, so I want to repeat that for you one more time. Cancer and health risk experts just concluded reviews that indicate mainstream cosmetics and personal hygiene products pose the highest cancer risk exposure to the general public, higher than smoking. I don't know about you, but that's a little bit shocking. I would have probably said the highest cancer risk would be smoking, but they're saying that skincare products are actually what are a higher risk. And that's a little bit startling to me. And my question was how? Obviously, the FDA regulates the amount of chemicals and the type of hazardous chemicals they're allowed to use in skincare products. So how is it that they're causing these cancer risks? Well, the average woman who uses makeup daily takes in 5 pounds of chemicals through their skin each year. Okay, so if you are a female and you are using makeup on a daily basis, on average, you're taking in 5 pounds of chemicals through your skin. I don't know about you, but if you add up from the time I was 12 until now, when I started wearing makeup, 12 or 13, that's a lot of pounds of chemicals you're putting into your system. The average adult uses 9 personal care products per day, and those average out to about 126 different chemicals in those 9 care products. So when they say personal care products, they're talking about your shampoos, your conditioners, your skincare, your makeup, your lotions that you put on, your perfumes, possibly even your toothpaste could be lumped into that category. But the items you use on yourself daily. And so when I first heard that statistic, I thought there was no way that I use 9 items. And then as I went back and looked, I really do at least put 9 things on my skin every day. So when you take into account that that's 126 different chemicals and a lot of them are overlapping, now you realize you're taking in more than just trace amounts of these products, right? And although our liver is designed to process these, when we're overloading our system, we really are looking at causing some damage. This is a random fact, but over a lifetime, an average American uses 20 gallons of toothpaste. 20 gallons. That's a lot of toothpaste. Have you ever looked at the chemical content of your toothpaste to see what's in your toothpaste? This is something we evaluated in our home. And I'm going to give you some resources for evaluating what chemicals are in your products. So we'll get to that in just a minute. The next thing I want to talk to you about are the most common chemicals you're going to see in your products. That way you have an idea of what chemicals to be aware of. And you can find this information at healthychild.org. This is where I pulled this information. So what I'm going to do is walk you through the most commonly used chemicals in skincare products, and I'm going to tell you why there's a problem with these, okay? So DEA, MEA, and TEA, these are hormone disrupting chemicals, and they're cancer-causing agents. These chemicals you'll find in shampoos, soaps, bubble baths, and facial cleansers. Phthalates and parabens, these are used as preservatives in cosmetics and pharmaceuticals. They're known to be carcinogenic, and they're particularly linked to breast cancer, okay? FD&C color pigments, these are made from coal tar, and they're known to be, most of them are known to be carcinogenic. FD&C red number 4 is no longer allowed in food products. However, it is still allowed in your skincare products, okay? So if you think about it, they're not allowing it in your food, but they're allowing it in your skin. And if you think about your skin is the largest organ in your body, and anything you put on your skin is absorbed straight into your bloodstream, okay? So you're still getting it in your system if it's allowed in your skincare products, okay? Fragrance. This is an interesting one because most things say fragrance, and fragrance is just a euphemism or a clump it all together category for nearly 4,000 different ingredients. So it's basically a concoction of chemicals. Most companies will put fragrance on their products, and they don't have to share what chemicals are in that because that's part of their trade secrets for their specific product that they sell, right? They don't want to tell you what makes their product smell the way it does. And so you don't really know what chemicals are in those. But generally they're a concoction of some kind of chemicals, and most of them are known to be carcinogenic. These affect your central nervous system, and they're in your shampoos, deodorants, skincare, and body products. Urea and DMDH hydantin, these are formaldehyde donors, so they're derived from formaldehyde. They're used to preserve corpse and body parts. The issues that this particular product can cause there's a long list, so I'm going to read that to you. Allergies, chest pain, chronic fatigue, dizziness, ear infections, headache, joint pain, loss of sleep, and they can trigger asthma. They can weaken the immune system, and of course, they're also linked as a carcinogenic, have carcinogenic properties. Quaternarium 15, I'm not going to talk about that a whole lot. Isopropyl alcohol, this is used in your aftershaves, body lotions. It's also used in car antifreeze and shellac. It has the ability to destroy intestinal flora, causes major organs, leaves your organs open to parasites and thus causing cancer, causes headaches, dizzy, mental depression, nausea, vomiting, and even coma, apparently, if consumed in large quantities. Mineral oil. So mineral oil is a petroleum-derived product that coats the skin and kind of acts like a saran wrap, basically. It prevents your skin from breathing or excreting anything, and so it messes with the cell development of your skin. This can lead to premature aging, okay? Note that baby oil is 100% mineral oil and should absolutely not be used on your babies, okay? PEG is the next one. This one's used in spray-on oven cleaners, many hair and skin products. Their main function is to dissolve oil and grease. They take the protective oils off the skin and hair. Okay. Propylene glycol. This is the active ingredient in antifreeze. It's found in your makeup. It's found in most toothpaste and deodorant. Direct contact can cause brain, liver, and kidney abnormalities. I think it's interesting that the APA requires workers who work in plants that deal with propylene glycol to wear protective gloves, protective clothing, and goggles when working with it. And yet, again, it's allowed in our skincare products and in our toothpaste. Sodium lauryl sulfate, also noted as SLS on a lot of things. This is the chemical in most products that cause foaming. We haven't always had shampoos that lather up and make big foaming bubbles. That's a newer thing. I don't know how many years that's been around, but they came out with some commercials many years ago where there were bubbles and everybody said, we want bubbles. And so they started putting SLS in products. This is one of the most hazard ones, actually, and it's found in just about everything. It's used, the other uses for it are for cleaning engines, garage floors, and in car washes. It can cause eye damage, diarrhea, and many other ailments. And it's when combined with other chemicals, it actually is known for being in a class of deadly carcinogens. Okay. The last one is, this isn't the last one. Triclosan or triclosan. I'm going to say that wrong. Triclosan is a synthetic antibacterial ingredient used in soaps. The EPA has it registered as a pesticide. Okay. It's known to be cancer causing. It also is a hormone disruptor. Okay. Talc is another one. It's used in makeup, kids, powders. It's known for causing ovarian cancer. And then the last one is petrolatum, which again is a petroleum derived product. And it acts like a saran wrap again to the skin. It prevents the skin from breathing and being able to excrete. Okay. So when I discovered that these were the things in our household ingredients, I began taking stock and looking to see what was in my house. And so I found 3 really awesome apps, and I'm going to show you what they look like on my phone. I'm going to open that up right now. That you can open up, and I'll show you what they look like. Okay, these are the 3. Oh, there's a glare. There's a glare. Okay, well, you kind of get the idea. You can't see that middle one because there's a glare. But anyway, the 3 are Healthy Living, Good Guide, and Think Dirty. And these apps are ones you can open up and you can use a scanner on there. And so you can turn your product around, scan it, and it will bring up a list of all the ingredients that are in it. And it will rate them on a 0 to 10 on how carcinogenic they are. Okay. So I started scanning everything from our shampoo to our dish soap and our laundry soap to our body washes. And I was really floored at A, how many chemicals were in some of the ingredients, and B, how many carcinogenic ingredients were in each of those products. And so we began a slow journey of eliminating those products out of our home. And it took time. This wasn't something that just happened overnight. I didn't just go throw everything away and replace it with something the next day. That obviously costs a lot of money to do that, but one item at a time. First it was the shampoo, and then it was my lotion, and then it was my skincare products, and then it was our toothpaste. One item at a time, we began trading those out for better products in our home. And I really feel like while these products do cost a little bit more, my health and the health of my kids is totally worth making that change. So I hope this has been helpful to you, and hopefully I'll be able to do another video sometime and show you my skincare regimen with my awesome Young Living products and tell you a little bit more about those, because that is what has led me on this journey, is learning about all the bad things that are in other products and all the good things that Young Living puts in their products. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope you have a great day.